Well, good morning, beautiful people. Yeah, it's early morning now, and I'm just sitting down having some coffee and working a little bit on my Josephine wall because I like to do that in the morning when it's quiet in the house. The only one who is awake is my youngest son, Roman, and he's drinking his coffee because, as you know, he's a coffee addict. No, don't worry. I only give him decaffeinated because he's only 10 years old. But it's strange. He loves the taste of coffee. So, and that's it. He's awake. I'm awake, and the rest of the house, they are all still sleeping. Well, actually, yeah, my little girl, she's still sleeping. My oldest boy and my husband, because my Berre, my other boy, he's still at school, so he is in boarding school because he wanted it himself, because he's in a type of school where there's only one in Belgium. So yeah, um, I'm trying. I want to have this part done today because this diamond painting is taking a lot of time, and I don't mind. I really love it. I love to work on it. But there's a point in a diamond painter's life where you have like, I want to see more results. It's like I'm a little impatient to see how the picture, the diamond painting will look in the end. So that's why I keep on working. I'm not losing any sleep over it. I'm not the type that stays up late to diamond paint and just to go fast and fast. No. I get my hours of sleep, and it's very important because let me tell you about something that happened here. My oldest boy, Casper, he came to me a few days ago and he said, "Mom, there's something very strange with me. I suddenly lost all taste of smell and um, all sense of taste and smell." Yeah. And I said, "Well, do you feel anything else? Do you have like a headache, or do you feel like flu-like, or?" He said, "No, I only have lost my taste of smell." And I said, "Yeah, it's strange, but maybe it will come back, because I know that sometimes people with allergies and so on can have the same loss of smell and taste." So I wasn't too worried. But yesterday he told me, like, "Mom, I'm really worried because it's still not coming back, and that's the only symptom I have. So maybe I should do one of those tests that I get in the pharmacy to test for COVID." And I know they are not really 100% reliable, but I said, "Yeah, if this would ease your mind, just go for it. Go get one. It's only €7, so never mind." Just a moment. Oh, sorry about that. So that was a school bus to pick up the kids who don't need to be picked up. Why? Oh my god. I'm really sorry. So, why doesn't the bus need to pick them up? Well, let me tell you. So, my oldest boy, as I said, he went to the pharmacy yesterday. He did a test and it came out positive. So, he called the doctor immediately and he said, "Yeah, my COVID test is positive." Um, so the doctor said, "Yeah, come in at 6 tonight and we will do a second testing to make sure that the first test is reliable. But yeah, she said normally when those tests come back positive, they are reliable. So um, since then, he's been keeping himself in the room upstairs. When he talks to us, he comes out with um, a mask and a face mask, and I bring him food like in the movies with someone that has got kidnapped. You put it on the. Is it in? No, I don't know. What am I saying? So, anyway, so I was in a panic because yeah, we are a big household, so and I have small children, and me myself, my health is not really okay, because as you know, I had to go to the heart specialist to let my heart get checked out, and but I called the doctor myself and I said, yeah, as you know, Casper has tested positive. So she said immediately, like, Lenka, you have to stay in the house. Everybody of your household has to stay in the house, and you have to come in to get tested. So, but my husband is really annoyed because he works in the weekends and he has to work on holidays. So 1st of May it will be a holiday. It's a Labor Day in our country, like Feest van de Arbeid, they call it. So I said to him, yeah, okay, we will get ourselves tested tomorrow because the doctor was fully booked that day, yesterday. So, but I said, if you want to be, yeah, not certain, because you're never certain, but if you want to know more, you can always get a self-test. And we did some self-testing, him, my husband, me, my two smallest kids, and all our tests came out negative. I think that's all for this symbol. It came out negative, but yeah, to make sure we're getting ourselves tested today. And I'm gonna tell my husband that maybe he should do like this quick tests. That's a little more expensive, but then you have the result like right away, and then he's certain if he can go to work or not. But he says to me, yeah, but I'm alone in an office. There I see no one. I have a mask on all day, so but I don't think it's really responsible, because if you're in an office anyway, you're touching stuff, you're touching a keyboard, and you're touching everything. So I don't know. I have a little bit of a cough this morning, very weird. But it sometimes happens to me in the morning, so. But yeah, that's why I had to cancel my appointment yesterday, because yesterday I would do like this bike test and they would test my heart, but I cancelled it immediately because, yeah, I said, I'm sorry, my son tested positive, so I have to cancel my appointment. I'm not too happy about that, because I was really looking forward to hearing if there's something wrong with my heart, because I really want to start my exercises again. And my doctor said, as long as you don't know if your heart is okay, you cannot do anything that's too excessive. So you can go for little walks, you can ride your bike a little bit, but really slow. So yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed. What symbol am I going to do now? Let's see if I'm in camera. If I do that, I will do this one. Yeah, okay, that's a good symbol. So yeah, so my kids are... Oh, there's another drill left. My kids are at home today because they cannot go to school. So I told the principal yesterday that they wouldn't go to school, and then in the evening I got a call from we call it CLB. It's like this corporation that's there for children in need and in a difficult situation, or for special needs child, or they do also take care of the medical testing of kids, and to follow up their growth and their schoolwork and everything. So, and the woman called me last night and she said, yeah, um, I have to call you because the principal was a little worried. And I said, don't worry, we're getting ourselves tested tomorrow, and as soon as I know something, you will hear it from me. Don't worry. I tested them already at home and they're negative. And she said, yeah, but those tests are not reliable. I said, yeah, I know, but it's the only thing I could do for now. So um, we will go to the doctor this afternoon. And so that's why I thought, when I told the principal that they weren't coming to school, he would at least tell the guy who's riding the bus, like, you don't have to go to that house, they're not coming. And so I'm sitting here and my son comes in and he says, Mom, the bus is there out of nowhere, there's a bus in our street. And I said, oh no, they forgot to mention. So I went outside and I said, I'm sorry, they're not coming to school today. Very sorry for this inconvenience that you had to, because we live in a street that's really, here the traffic is really annoying for a big bus like that. They've got like this bus that's they got it at an agency where they used to do traveling in the mountains. So it's a big bus with like these drawings of mountains and skiers and, and everything. It's really funny. So every day, every morning they leave for school, it's like they're leaving for a holiday, and I'm like, yay, they're gone. I love my kids, but sometimes it's a handful. So yeah, that's what is happening at our place. And I did my video for Luna yesterday. So the painting that I got from Diamond Art Club, and I realized I totally forgot to show you where the ABs would go. So do some editing for that and just put a little video behind just to show you where the ABs go, because some people really love to know that, and I can totally understand. But yeah, those are some things I sometimes forget to mention in my videos. I don't work with a script, so yeah, sometimes I just forget to mention certain things. But it's I'm still waiting, and it's been a long time. I'm still waiting for a painting of DIY Moonshop that I really, really wanted to have. And pardon me, I think I ordered it like 2 months ago, and I still haven't got any clue about where it's at, if it's sent out. I don't know. It's really strange. That's the first time that happens to me at Diamond DIY Moonshop. But Then again, I understand that it's a made to order, so that always takes a longer time. But as Diamond, why do I keep saying Diamond Art Club? I'm still a little bit tired, I think. Since DIY Moonshop is a, oh, sorry guys, is a very expensive shop. I would at least like to know if my paintings are on their way, so I'm gonna check my order status later. And I'm still waiting for some other paintings. And there's a company, a Chinese company, of course, that reached out to me to review some of their products. And I checked the website and I found some stolen pieces, but not that much. There were also some stock photos and everything, so I said, okay, let's give this a try. So I ordered some diamond paintings, of which I'm sure that they're not stolen artwork. So we will see how that goes. Because yeah, when my channel would grow more, maybe I would be more inclined to say, like, no, I don't work with companies who have stolen artwork. But on the other hand, I also want to make videos for people who don't want to spend too much money on their diamond paintings, which I totally understand. So that's why I want to show you some other diamond painting companies where you can get like cheaper paintings. Oh my god. I hope I don't have the COVID. That would be terrible. Terrible, because it would be my second time. Maybe it wouldn't be so terrible because maybe my body still has got some antidotes. Antidotes, that's for poison. Some antigenes. Let's hope so. I think that's all for that symbol. I'm moving my glass, my magnifying glass around. Just out there is another one. Yeah, I think that's all for this color. The process is slow, as you can see. Yep. See that it's really closed. Then choose my next symbol. There is one symbol, and I think that's the only one for that color, but I will do it anyway because then that part is completely done. Where's that symbol? And I look around and I've got it. I'm so happy I did my organizing this way. It doesn't take me too long to find my colors, and that's very important. I think if you would do this by numbers, then you would get really completely lost after one point. Other symbol. There only one. So just go like this, up, up, yeah. Put it down. Okay. Then I've got a symbol that's like a balance. So I hope it's that one, because yeah, it's that one. So where is it? I know where it is. It's in the green, the green, the green. Those are my green symbols, and there's the balance. Okay. So yeah. Oh yeah, did I tell you guys I quit my job? I haven't heard back from the vet yet. I heard back. Actually, she called me. The wife of the vet called me because apparently she's working together with an organization that's taking care of stray cats. And I said, "Oh my God, that would be the perfect job for me." Like seriously, seriously. Because my oldest says I'm going to be a crazy cat lady when I get old. So, and he's right. And I will tell you why. This is a neat story from when I was a small girl. Why I'm a crazy cat lady. But first, yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, that I quit my job. And I'm very happy I did. I think I took a risk, but I made my calculation, and I think I can have a few months without a job, and then I'm already looking for something else that's not. I'm not gonna be a stay-at-home mom fully, but I need another part-time job. But I'm not really panicking. I'm so happy I quit my job. You have no idea. It was horrible. That was the most horrible job I ever did, and I'm so happy I lost it. I didn't lose it, I quit myself. Uh, yeah, that's how we say. Yeah, they didn't fire me because they were the interim. Do you say it's like this? They told me they were sad. They found it sad that I was leaving, but I was like, yeah. And then they would call me for an exit interview, but they never called me back. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm sorry, I'm not diamond painting, but I'm looking for my symbol. The next symbol, the rounds. I need the rounds. Okay, there are my rounds, and yeah, there it is. Okay, gotcha. So yeah, so I'm very happy because yeah, today my kids are at home and I didn't have to wake up for my job, so I could sleep in. But I'm so used to getting up at 6:30 in the morning that every day at 6:30 I just wake up without any alarm clock. So my biological clock is doing its job very well. And and I'm happy I'm home, so that means I can do some more work on my diamond painting. There's one. I believe that's all. No, there's one. So, but finding a part-time job nowadays, it's really hard. And you know what? Problem is now, if it turns out that we are testing positive, I cannot leave the house anyways, so I cannot go to job interviews. Yeah, I could go and say nothing, but that would be like really egoistical of me, so I'm not that type of person, so I just stay in the house. And there's something wrong with my voice. um, yeah, other symbol. Going to do the snake. The snake is, where is my snake symbol? Should be here somewhere. Here it is. I love it. It's really quiet now. My girl is still sleeping, so whenever she's still sleeping, it's really quiet in the house. And when she wakes up, it's like heads on madness, madness, I tell you. She's really sweet, but very demanding. And I told you in a Whip and Chat earlier that she's hungry all the time, and she really is. I don't wonder. Maybe it's because she's so active that she loses lots of energy, so she has to refill often. Yeah, she's very active. Which symbol should I do? The 6. Well, let's do the 6. It's there. But I'm not gonna take up too much of your time, guys and girls and men and women, because I have to take my medicine. I want to drink my coffee, and I hope the people of the school are not too mad at me because of the bus that they had to drive, because the woman, there's always a woman sitting in the bus to check on the kids, and she was looking at me like, yeah, but with a face mask you cannot tell the way people are looking at you, because you only see the eyes. And that's, with a face mask you can tell if a person is really laughing or if a laugh is fake. And you know what? If you laugh, your eyes, if you're not fake laughing, your eyes always laugh. And you know what I mean? They smile, and you got these little wrinkles, and you can see it in someone's eyes, is if the smile is real or not. And I think some of the people I see are smiling, but their eyes are like staying neutral, so you cannot tell if they're trying to be nice or not. And that's what I hate about those face masks, that you lose the full expression of the face. So, but yeah, it's a necessary evil. I know. And yeah, I don't blame my oldest too much, because he has to go to the he's now in college, so he has to travel sometimes by bus or by train, and he's got a girlfriend who's also going to school sometimes, and they take their precautions. They wear face masks, and they wash their hands, and they're really careful in what they do. But nevertheless, yeah, if you go outside, that's a risk you take, and they have to take it for school. So yeah, um, too bad. Too bad. It's bad luck, but it will pass. I'm looking for a symbol to do. Sorry, guys. This is really. See, that's what I'm going through every day with this painting. It's like, where's my symbol? Which one am I going to do? Where's that bat? There it is. Yip boop boop boop. Yippity. That's all for this symbol. See? It's I have a big part of multi-placing. Oh, today that will be that will be a welcome change. But I will persevere. And afterwards, I would be doing, I think I need some squares after this. Really, I think you can understand why. So I need some squares. So I will be doing the Soul of the Rose because that's one of my favorite paintings. And apparently there's a challenge event going on with Tiny Worlds of Wonder. So Jessica at Tiny Worlds of Wonder and Diamonds and Washi, Katie, they are doing an event that's called Summer with the Masters. So you can do diamond painting an old master. So that means that your diamond painting has to be from an artist from 1926 or before. Or is it 1920? I believe it's 1926. So you can do a Klimt, you can do anything. Those are old masters, or Van Gogh, or so that's what they're planning. But there are many people who are going to do the Soul of the Rose, so I'm not really going to enter the event, I think, because it's the same painting as I want to do, and I don't want to look like a copycat. And but I will be enhancing the Soul of the Rose. So I got lots of ABs ready for that, and I think that is a painting that's going to work up very fast. So, and afterwards I will do the dragon. Never tickle a sleeping Never tickle a sleeping dragon by Josephine Wall. And then I'm gonna do my I believe Luna, and then we will see, because I've got other diamond paintings I'm really dying to work on. So, but I believe that after the second Josephine Wall, I will give the Josephine Walls a little rest, and maybe at the end of the year I would start the Lion, Leo by Josephine Wall. But I haven't ordered that painting yet, so I should order it. But I still haven't got a square painting from Diamond Painting Deutschland. Maybe I should do that first to see if their squares are as good as the rounds, so then I can order the lion in squares, because I want to do a Josephine Wall in squares also. Sometimes I'm looking so hard for a symbol that I forgot what symbol I was looking for. I was looking for the little Pac-Mans. Yeah, so that's all for me. Nothing much left to tell you for today. And I'm going to finish my coffee and just enjoy my quiet morning. I'm very happy to be able to talk to you people. It's always a pleasure, and your comments, I love to read your comments and answering the comments. I know I don't answer all the time, but I try to do, but sometimes I just don't know what to what to answer. You know, sometimes it's like, yes, it's true. I completely agree, or yeah, thank you. I should at least say thank you to everyone, because I really appreciate the fact that people that you guys are at least commenting. So that's really sweet, and I'm really happy that I found some people who have got the same taste as I do, and were like um, giving me tips and tricks or names of other channels where I have to go check out some tricks or tips and yeah, that's I love that. I love the community. Um, what symbol am I going to do now? I found a symbol that I just put away. I am really like, it happens to me all the time. It's a cross, it's a church, it's like a church type of symbol. Reminds me of a church. So, with that said, I'm going to hop off out of here. No, that's not true. I'm gonna stay on my seat and just work on my diamond painting. But if you haven't subscribed yet, I would love for you to subscribe and just hit that bell, because you never know when I put out something new, and I just want to tell you how much I appreciate you and hope you are all staying safe, because as you see, it's very important. Have a really great day, guys. Love you. Bye. So beautiful people, I'm back. I just remembered. I forgot to tell you two things. What a sentence. But yeah, I forgot to mention you two things in my previous Wip and Chat. So I'm just doing this after the previous. Oh my god, my logic is so logical. This one is after the previous. Yeah, of course it is. Yeah. I'm so scatterbrained. Don't don't judge me. I'm really I'm really scared actually, because I don't want to have COVID. But yeah. So, first thing I forgot to tell you is that neat story I have from when I was a child and why I will be becoming a crazy cat lady if I'm not already. And meanwhile, my youngest girl, Marie, my youngest girl, she's my only girl, Marie is awake. So if you hear screaming and noise, don't pay attention. They're playing on the computer, both of them, Roman and Marie, and sometimes they get into a fight. And the next 5 minutes, they're like all loving and kissing and making up, and then 5 minutes after that, they're fighting again. So yeah, it's nuts. So, crazy cat lady. So, when I was about 3 years old, I would say, I went to go to live with my grandparents, and they've raised me for like quite a bit in my youth. I lived with them from my 3 till I was 8 years old. And then, due to circumstances, I went back to them when I was 15 going on 16, or 16 going on 17. I don't know. But anyway, I went back to them. And then I lived there until I was 19 years old. And then I went to live for myself. So I was raised by my grandparents for a good amount of time. And we lived in a street that was, at the time, there was lots of butcher shops in those areas. It was in Brussels. So they lived at the abattoir. I don't know if you know that word in English, abattoir. It's like where people come to sell their cows and pigs and horses, and there was always a market every weekend. And in our streets, there were all these butcher shops who um, got all these pigs, and they came in like cut in two, and there they had to process the meat and do the finishing touches. So what I had to watch every day, it's a wonder I still like eating meat, because oh my god, that was awful. Awful. Like blood on the streets, and meat, and you had these barrels with pig's ears and barrels with oh it was really a nightmare. And we never ate pork anyway, because not out of religion, because my grandparents were Christians, but yeah. So I don't judge. I've but maybe because they didn't like the taste of it, or maybe because of seeing that the whole day they were like, oh, no more pigs. But my grandfather had a job there at the corner of the street. He was in accountancy, so he was their accountant. So I was raised in a street that was not really suitable for a child, I think. But at the time, yeah, it was what it was, and so we're not going to talk about that too much. But I loved being at my grandparents, don't get me wrong. They were lovely people. I loved them with all of my heart, and they took such a good care of me. And my grandmother, she taught me so much, so much. Unbelievable. And that they had the patience with me, because I was a sweet child, I would say, but I was noisy and hyperactive. So, um, I couldn't go walking in the streets alone because of all the dirt, and Brussels wasn't that safe of a place. And I don't know if it's nowadays, but then at the time, for a small child, there were too many dangers in the streets. So when I would go out for a walk, my grandmother would always come with me. And she would walk me to school and back. And then afterwards, when she became a little older, there were friends from the street who would walk with me to school and back. And at the corner of the street, there was this lovely lady with black hair who was always feeding a cat. Every time I passed the door, she was feeding a cat. And it was like this little bookstore where you could buy your papers and cigarettes and everything. But we never went inside, because my grandmother didn't want me to go inside, because she knew that I would start nagging her for candy, and she didn't want to give me too much candy because I was hyperactive as I was. Too much sugar wouldn't be too good for me. So she passed the shop every day, and I was always like, "Oh, I want to go inside." She, no, 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 no. But I saw this lady with the cat, and I was always very intrigued with that. So I remember nagging my grandfather, please, please, because I knew he was going to that shop ever so often, because he was a cigar smoker. So he would buy his cigars there. So I was nagging him and nagging him. So please, please let me go with you. So one day he took me to that shop, that little shop with the nice lady with black hair and who was feeding the cats in the street. And when I entered, I was just like, I think I was standing there with my eyes wide open, and I'm not diamond painting, sorry. Everywhere you looked, you could see a cat. It was like a cat haven, heaven, haven, both words. So she took in all those stray cats, and she nourished them, and they were everywhere. They were on the paper. Nowadays they wouldn't keep that shop open because of hygienic reasons. And nevertheless, when you entered, there was no cat smell at all. She was really, really doing a good job at keeping that place proper and neat and but I was in awe of this woman. So everywhere I looked, I saw a cat. All kinds of types of cats, and I was like, are there so many cats in Brussels? It's really, whoa, where do they all come from? But yeah, then there weren't like these rules of cats having to be um, neutered or sprayed. So yeah, they would have lots of kittens and blah blah blah. So my father got his cigars, and I was too perplexed to ask for any candy because I was just like, I want this for myself. Because you could touch those kitties, and I believe she trained them or something, because otherwise they wouldn't be in the shop where every day people would enter. So I was like, oh. And then she had to go in the back to get some change. And she opened this door behind the counter, and I could look into her living room. And in the living room, I kid you not, there were cats everywhere. Everywhere, on the couch, on the I could see the couch because it was standing right in front of the door, and I believe that's the way she could see if there was someone in the shop or not. Oh my god! And I was so jealous at her, and I loved her at the same time for doing that. So that's when I decided, oh my god, cats are just. And my grandfather started taking me more often to that shop. So I was very sad to hear that one day her shop was gone. Maybe she died because she was an old lady, and I have so much respect for that, because she was doing all this, keeping those cats, keeping them healthy, cleaning. That must have been hard work, and then keeping that shop open. It's unbelievable. So, oh my god, I really love people like that. And yeah, so that's my crazy cat lady story, and I believe that's where I got the disease, which is not really a disease. But anyway, and what the other thing I forgot to mention, and then I'm gonna let you go because I think my oldest one will be awake soon, and he will be very hungry, and I have to get him some food. So the other thing I forgot to mention is that the woman who called me from the cats organization, I told you about, it's actually a boat. It's in Ghent in Belgium, and it's on the water, and they've got this ginormous boat where they take in stray cats and neuter them back to health, and then get them up for adoption. And it's a non-profit organization, so they live solely of donations and gifts and the cats being adopted. So what happened was, she got back to me on Monday, because I told you she didn't get back to me, but in fact that's true, because she got back to me, but at the time I was playing Legos with my son, because he was home from school with a bellyache, a tummy ache. So I was playing the Legos, and I didn't hear my phone go off, so I missed that call. And she said, yeah, it's so and so from the Poezen boat, the cat boat. So I found your email, so please, if you're interested, call me back. So I called back this very same day, and I got her husband on the line, who's a vet, and he said, yeah, that must have been my wife that called you, but she cannot call you back right now. Maybe she's on the phone, so leave me your name and I will tell her to call you back. but she never did. So, in fact, she got back to me, but she didn't. And now I don't know what I should do because, yeah, should I call her back again or write an email? But now that I'm not sure if I have COVID, I should first get tested, but maybe if I'm positive, I have to stay in the house for 10 days. And if I'm not positive, I still have to wait for like Monday or Tuesday to get my results. So then maybe there will be some other person that they hired. So that's very sad because that job would have been perfect. Perfect. Listen, even the sound. Perfect for me. So, yeah. It's sad in a way, but I believe that whatever comes into my life is the thing I have to deal with. So I just try to stay happy and content, and we will see what happens. I try not to despair too much and keep positive thoughts. So, with that, I'm leaving again. Second, now I've said everything I have to say. So, if you listened all the way to this part, I'm so grateful. Really, really grateful. And yeah, stay safe. Wear your masks. Really, I cannot stress enough how important that is, that you keep your health. And so have a great day and thank you again. Bye, guys, girls, men, and women. Bye.